Hi everybody, Jo here again. Thanks for popping in. Always lovely to have your company. Now, I've been listening, I've had a few messages. First of all, I want to say hi to Ruth, and I hope your dogs are fast asleep under your table listening while you watch along with me. And the other thing is, I've had a couple of messages saying that you're really loving the circular designs that we've been doing at the minute, but you would like one that wasn't floral, that was more that could be used for a mail card or could be used for an idea for a sympathy card. Not nice cards to make, not easy, but I've come up with something. So we're going to have a play, and we're starting off as always. This is a Multifairies card, and it's 5.5 inches by 5.5 inches. Just because this is going on a 6x6 card blank. And another lady, and I'm sorry, I forgot your name. I did well remember in one. You know what I'm like. You were asking me to do a little bit slower how I do the black line around my cards. So it's just a black. I'm using a Sharpie pen. You can use any of your permanent markers. Now for me, copy paper underneath, and I have a piece of kitchen roll. I do this at the beginning because the pen can have a tendency, and especially on me, don't ask me why, it can whiz across your card. Now I know there are some people with superpowers who can just go dirt, dirt, dirt. I am not one of those. I am a mere mortal. So for me, I found the best way, do it at the beginning, and then do you know what? Multifarious is clever, it's double-sided. So if there's a mishap, I can turn it over. So I'm just going to hold it like this and just run the pen along the edge, look. Now you can use a ruler, and years ago when I used to do this, I used to use a ruler, but I just kept thinking, why am I clean? I used to have to clean the ruler at the end. And I thought, oh, could I get away without using a ruler? So hence we do. But I find if I have to press the card here, I find that works best for me. And then that way, we've got that lovely edge. Saves using black card for matting and layering. So we'll get rid of that piece because that doesn't look very professional, does it? But that's the one I use, look, for all mine. Right, so we're going to put our lovely circle design in like we do. And I have a plan. So the plan is I'm going to use this beautiful stamp set called Forest Scene. And I'm thinking this can be stamped in here, look. Now you could actually make this, depending on your colours you use, you could make this festive for a Christmas design, add some snow, some stickles. You could do greys maybe or light blue and make a sympathy card. Today I want to go along the lines of a bit of a beautiful sky. I'm thinking rich colour. But as I say, the options are there for you. Useful stamp, this one. Mind you, they all are. I say that, don't I? So I'm thinking for my colours, for my elements, I've gone russet orange because I want that sort of that real sunset, and the blue atoll. But I'm just going to come in with a little bit of midnight blue as well, just for a bit of atmosphere. So that's my plan. And I'm going to put the circle mask there. Like I say, we've done this so many times. And I'm just going to come in with my russet orange off in the lid. Now the deep area, I'm thinking where my sunset is here. Now I know if you go straight in, there's a chance you could get marks, but I do want my deepest colour here. So I'm going to take a little bit off on here and then just literally come in gently to start off with. And this is where I'm thinking my lovely sun's going to be. So I want the most colour, and then as I've got less ink, look, I'm then going to just blend a little bit round here. So I'll pick up this ink from here. Might as well pick it up from the mat rather than the lid. Same thing, start off in there and just go round. Now I just want a little bit more colour. So I'm going to start there again and then just come up to this top corner. And I'm just going to build up the colour till I'm happy with it. Just do with it a little bit deeper. So I've got a real burst of colour. Right, I'm going to leave that for the minute. And bring in the blue atoll. And I've got my blue atoll brush here. And I'll start this in this corner. Again, always flicking on the lid. And we'll just bring in deepest colour to start with in this corner. And then again, as I've got less ink, I'll come up. And these colours will merge. But again, you do get such fabulous colours in the sky, don't you? Morning or night. So this could be sunrise or sunset. In my head, I'm thinking sunset, but and just literally blend your colours till you're happy with them. So I'm just going to come in with my orange brush, not adding any more, but there'll be enough ink on there just to blend a bit of a haze around there. Pop the lid on. And then with the midnight blue, I'm going to come in with the small brush. And I have this, as you know, I have this number 3 just for my midnight blue. And in my head, it's my shading. And I'm just going to flick a little up at the base. And I just want to get a darker hue here. Now, if you want to use your acetate and decide where you're going to stamp your trees, in the middle or off centre, and just, I want this sort of hue just sort of behind where the trees are going to be. And it'll just give me a nice base here, almost ground the whole design. Right, I think let's take that off yet. Pop these out of the way. And again, like I say, this is just the basis. There are so many stamps that you can use for this. And I love the fact that you're really enjoying these circular cards. Now, because I stamped sideways, I just need to make sure that this is straight. And what I've done is, as you know, I've drawn round my circle mask here. And it's copy paper. And as you can see, I have used it a few times. And the main thing is I need to get this straight, don't I? Because I'm going to stamp on the side. If you can stamp across, that's even better. Just doesn't work for me, unfortunately. So I'm going to ink up. I'm going to use Nocturne. I just think the black would be more stunning across this lovely sunset. So lots of light tapping. And then I'm just going to decide, pop it there, and down we go. And, you know, sometimes if your mojo's gone, I know a couple of you have been poorly recently, so for those of you who need it, I'm going to send out a big hug. And this is a great way, just make some backgrounds, and then look for a stamp. Or the other thing you can do is look through your stamps. You know, if you're not feeling up to crafting, maybe have a sort through, maybe reorganise your stamps, maybe look for ones that you haven't used in a while. Now, if I lift that off, look, how beautiful is that? And like I say, I'm thinking you could use this. We could make Christmas, we could, so many things we could do. Just going to add some water splats. So I'm thinking I'm just going to bring my paper back. Just going to tap the excess off. My fan brush is in my water pot. I don't want too many. Just a few. And what I'll do is I'll just get a paintbrush and we'll just faux bleach a little white spot in the middle there. Just as though it's that sun. Just want to give the idea that it's just behind that tree there. And if we lift this off, Now I think that would make so many different designs, wouldn't it? Now as this dries, obviously it will get lighter and lighter. In fact, I think I'm just going to add a few more. And again, that's the beauty of your faux bleaching. You can. Obviously, it will show up better on the darker colours. Now, depending who you're going to send this to, as I say, you could add some stickles, but I like that. I think I might just add a couple of white Posca splats and then we're done. I'm not going to faff too much because, again, no waffling on, no faffing. Just a few little. So I'm thinking if this was Christmas, you'd be perfect for Christmas, wouldn't it? Right. Off. Job done. Now we've got so many lovely sentiments. I'm going to leave mine without a sentiment because then depending on who I send it to, but a sentiment would be fabulous on there. I mean, thinking of you, just for you. And as I say, pop it on the card blank. Perfect. Little bit of stamping in permanent ink on the envelope, and there you have it. Like I say, so many different designs, so many different colours. Again, I'm here to whet that crafty appetite, get them juices flowing. So have fun with the design, look at your stamps. Let's see how many different stamps we could use for this and how many different types of cards we can make. So you take care. Until next time, bye for now.